Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Dear viewers, welcome to our program. Inshallah ta'ala, today we'll be talking about an amazing scholar. He was known as Hujjatul Islam, the proof of Islam. He was called Abu Hamid, was his kunya. He is none other than Imam al-Ghazali, rahimahullah ta'ala. We will be talking about what Imam Ghazali has done, his contribution, and what can we learn in this modern time that we're living in, inshallah ta'ala. So, his name, what was his name? His name was Muhammad. His father name was Muhammad. His grandfather name was Muhammad. You know, don't be surprised that the father and the son having the same name. In some culture, the father and the son, they can't have the same name. Well, that wasn't the tradition in the olden days, okay? Some father name is Yahya, he named his son Yahya as well. So he's called Yahya ibn Yahya. So Imam Ghazali, his name was Muhammad ibn Muhammad ibn Muhammad. That was his name. They called him Abu Hamid as his kunya, but he was born in Tehran, in the province of Tehran, called Taus. Okay, that's why they call him Tusi. Yes, when he was young, Imam Ghazali, when he was young, but today nowadays we know him as Imam al-Ghazali. When Imam al-Ghazali was young, his father was on his deathbed, he's about to pass away. His father was very poor. And Imam al-Ghazali, when we talk about him, he comes from a very poor background, subhanallah. So his father was very poor, and on his deathbed, he decided that what's going to happen to my son. So Imam Ghazali also had another brother as well. So Imam Ghazali's father, okay, Muhammad, he said to his friend, one of his pious friends, that I want you to look after my son, both of my sons, okay. But one of my son, okay, Al-Ghazali, Muhammad Al-Ghazali, okay, if you could get the chance, give him Islamic education because I see something in him, you know. He's got more interest basically. Subhanallah, the friend could not look after because he himself was very poor, but he was very sincere. So he found a local madrasa and he spoke to the principal and he enrolled him into that madrasa. Moving on to Imam al-Ghazali's, what happened later is quite interesting because Imam al-Ghazali, you know, he learned all the elementary knowledge, all the basic knowledge that people learn in that area. Okay, for example, Arabic grammar, morphology, syntax, rhetoric, balagha, you know, those kind of things, fiqh. He learned all that, alhamdulillah. But, you know, Imam Ghazali was thirsty for more. He wanted something more. Okay, then someone said to him that he need to travel to another area maybe. There is a very popular place called Nishapur. Okay, he went to Nishapur, Imam al-Ghazali. He went there and there was a very knowledgeable man. His name was Imam al-Haramain. Imam al-Haramain, it was his honorific title because he was an imam for a few months in Mecca. He was also imam in Medina as well. That's why they call him Imam al-Haramain. But his name was Imam al-Juwayni. Now he was a jurist. He was a very intellectual man. He was a very smart person, very clever. He was very knowledgeable of Sharia. So when he was giving dars, Imam al-Ghazali listened to him and he said, wow, he was amazed, he was stunned, he was speechless, and he loved the dars of Imam al-Juwayni, and he remained in that gathering for many years. Now there were approximately 400 students in that gathering, 400 students, but because of the questions and constant questions and seeking more clarification, Imam al-Ghazali suddenly all eyes was on him, including the eyes of the teacher himself, Imam al-Juwayni rahimahullah ta'ala. In fact, Imam al-Juwayni, he had to actually leave this area, leave Nishapur, and he had to go to another place because of some inner trials and tribulation that he got. Okay, now who's going to carry out this dars? Imam Abul Ma'ali al-Juwayni, he appointed Imam al-Ghazali. He said that, you young man, okay, I think that you have enough knowledge now to sit on my place and carry out this dars. He appointed him. Now you could understand what sort of man Imam al-Ghazali was going to become right from the very beginning. His own teacher, okay, the most knowledgeable teacher of that area, appointed him to carry out the same job that he was doing. Then Imam al-Ghazali found out that his teacher al-Juwayni has passed away. Okay, Imam al-Ghazali rahmatullahi alayhi, what happened at that time? He decided to leave Nishapur. At that time he was only 28 years of age. He left Nishapur and he met with a very knowledgeable wazir by the name of Nizamul Mulk. This is getting very interesting now. Why? Because when Nizamul Mulk met Imam al-Ghazali, and in the gathering of Nizam al-Mulk, many scholars used to come. They all used to debate. And this wazir, okay, this minister, he used to take a lot of interest knowing who speaks, in what evidence they give, how they speak. He loved debates. He realized that Al-Ghazali, when he speaks, everyone is listening. And Ghazali's argument is very challenging, and it's very powerful at the same time, and it's full of evidences. So what happened was, he said to Imam Al-Ghazali that, I would like to speak to you privately. What's going to happen now? Imam Al-Ghazali thought either he's going to be rewarded or awarded, or he's going to ask him to leave the gathering. That's what happens, right? But he said no. He said the biggest madrasa in the whole of Iraq at that time is called Madrasa Nizamiya. Okay? And Nizam al-Mulk said that I want you to be the Sadrul Mudarris, the leaders of all the teachers. Okay? The supreme teacher, basically the main teacher. Okay, the head of all teachers. Let's just call a head teacher. That wasn't a term they used to use. Sadrul Mudarris, like the head teacher. I want you to be the head teacher, okay, the main teacher of the faculty. Now, this was a position, respected brothers and sisters, that it was the dream of every single scholar of that time. Because once you get that level, okay, then now all your transportation, all your food and drinks, all your house, your family, everything will be looked after by Nizam al-Mulk. He takes the responsibility now. Your family got security and safety. Transportation is there for you as well. Food and drink is sorted. No bills to pay. You live in a very beautiful house. Okay, you will be well looked after. Any book that Imam Ghazali wants, they will go and fetch it for him. They will bring it in front of him. Anyone you want to meet, you could meet him. You have access to go anywhere. You have the passport to go anywhere, because they will. This is what happened to Imam al-Ghazali rahimahullah ta'ala in that young age. Now, subhanallah, if you have such respect, such honor, and such recognition, you don't want anything, do you? Why would you change that for? No, there's no need for change. So Imam al-Ghazali started the dars. When he was lecturing in Madrasa Nizamiya, suddenly everyone was talking about Al-Ghazali, the way he argues, the way he speaks, the way he brings evidences, and the way he explains the matters of Sharia, the way he uses the terms. Everyone was talking about him, and people from all over the world, they came to the gathering of Imam al-Ghazali, okay, learning from his knowledge, drinking from the fountain of the knowledge of Imam al-Ghazali's, okay. So they were benefiting, including the sons of the Uzara, okay, the minister, they used to send their children there as well, and many mature Uzara, adults, they used to come and benefit from the dars of Imam al-Ghazali. However, Imam al-Ghazali decided a few years later that enough is enough. I want something different. This is surprising. Why would he do that for? Okay, this is Imam al-Ghazali. What made him Hujjatul Islam? Why was he called Imam? Why is it that he's today everyone talking about him even so many years later now? Okay, why everyone is talking about an Imam who died a long time ago? Okay, this is the reason why. Because Imam al-Ghazali, he took an account of himself, and he was very honest, and he said that I just realized everything that I'm doing for name and fame, and the fame I've already got, name I've already got, anything I want I've got, but there's something inside me was crying out for more. I haven't purified myself. I'm not doing it for Allah. This is Imam Ghazali, he said that, he was doing it for Allah, but Imam Ghazali wants to speak out loud here. That sometimes you fall in love with your job, and the fame and vanity take over. You need to take an account of yourself. Imam Ghazali said, I did not like that. Okay, and he realized that I want something. He said, I tried my very best to get out of the job, but it was so difficult. Sometimes family, sometimes other circumstances, sometimes relatives, and sometimes the madrasa itself and the student, they were not letting me go to my journey. But I decided I'm going to go. It took me 6 months to make a final decision. Then I gathered everything, and I decided that I'm going to leave everything behind. Ask yourself this question: why would someone leave such an honorable place, a prestigious place? Why would you do that for? You shouldn't be doing that, okay? But Imam al-Ghazali decided, because he was an honest person, he wants to teach us something. Sometimes you have taken account of yourself. Take an account of yourself. Be honest to yourself. Okay? Don't just work because the money is good. Are you contributing something to the community? Are they benefiting? What about you yourself? Are you benefiting, or you're just like a torch that gives out light, but inside the torch is all darkness? That's what Imam al-Ghazali said. I need the light to be inside me as well. I can't just giving others light. He decided to go out on a journey. And where did he go? And how long he was out for that journey? What did he achieve? Inshallah ta'ala, when we will come back after the break, we will talk about this. So don't go anywhere, inshallah ta'ala. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.